How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rallet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, guys, we're going to be counting down the top 5 best upcoming Pokemon fan games. Now, before we get started, I just want to say one really important thing, so please do not skip this part. I just want to point out, these games are upcoming, which means they will be coming in 2018, but there's a chance there may be demos for all these games earlier this year, later this year, so 2017, like December, October, whatever. There is a chance it'll be coming this year as well, but the most likely, time will be 2018, so please keep that in mind. Either way, we're going to count down 5 today, so let's get started with number 5 right off the list.
Number 5.
So, at the 5th place, we have ourselves Pokemon Equality. Now, Pokemon Equality is described as a game where, I'm going to just read their little introduction here. Pokemon Equality is a fan game I've been developing with 4 friends for about 3 months now. The idea started back in November last year, but I had no idea how to make a game. In December, I met Pokemon Essentials. I didn't immediately start on the game, I watched tutorials to improve, and over the course of time, they created something that I think looks pretty freaking amazing, and you'll see it in the images in the background here. Now, some of the features they essentially say they're going to have are going to be listed right now. So, explore space, catch unique space Pokemon and space forms of original Pokemon. A feature almost never seen before in any likes of, fan games and such, which is true. There are a few Pokemon fan games that are like in space, like Pokemon Space Station and stuff, Attack on Space Station. That's one, but like there's nowhere you can actually go to space. There's no fan game, and you can catch like Deoxys and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Ability to catch Gen 7 Pokemon and new custom Megas. That's really cool. So Gen 7 Pokemon are included, which is great, and new custom Mega Evolutions, which is awesome. Over 100 Fakemon are being designed and sprited, and they have some of the coolest Fakemon I've seen. Like, they genuinely have some really sick ones. And they also have some really cool, custom music, which I think is really sick. They have custom, soundtracks, which is awesome. And they have a bunch of other things. Like, you have a thing called Champion Title Defense. A fully fledged working title defense mechanism is implemented. Once the player becomes champion, you can challenge over 100 different unique trainers that want to take your title. A region based on Scandinavia, not major, but it could, I can at least say so. So that's cool. I love that. I live in Sweden, so I would not mind a region based on, Scandinavia, which is Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, and such. I mean, when you count Scandinavia, people usually count only, 3 of them, but I count all of these countries because they're all awesome. So, either way, a lot of things. The game looks beautiful, in my opinion. It has some really nice art style going for it, which is the Gen 4 art style, which is always lovely. The tile sets look beautiful. The map making looks insanely good. They really are putting a lot of time into the maps, which I do love and appreciate. And I do think they may end up changing the player sprite, which is currently red. I do hope they do that, because seeing a custom one made by them will be really sick. Because seeing their Fakemon just gives me hope that they will have also sick, original overworld sprites, but we'll see. So either way, that is Pokemon Equality. They're going to be having a few updates on this game soon, and they're images and stuff, so if you want to make sure to check out what's happening, what's new with this game, make sure to check the Relic Castle link in the description down below, and make sure to link there all the time. So either way, let's go to the next one on the list.
Number 4.
Now, next up is a game that is really unique, and it's Pokemon Light. Now, this is actually being developed by one of our own viewers here on the channel, Lightsword, which is he's a genius, let me just say that right now. He is really good at making sprites, and he is just extraordinary individual. I seriously just love this guy. He's such a good designer and awesome. So he's making a game called Pokemon Light, and as you can see here in the images, it's got a very specific art style. It's got this kind of more rugged, realistic Pokemon art style. Like, he's doing his own thing. So it's honestly probably one of the most unique things you'll see. He is using as far as I can see, the Elite Battle System. They have, these custom forms of Pokemon, like certain Pokemon, like Ursaring, looks slightly different, and then you have Beartick as a fire type instead. And a bunch of these things are just in this game, and honestly, I don't know what to say else than, this is a really unique and interesting experience. Now, some of the features that they talk about here is a new region to explore, new Fakemon, new regional variants, which is always great, new typings, which I'm really excited to see, like probably a light typing or something like that, obviously, because it's called Pokemon Light, so a light typing. An intriguing story, which I could definitely, assume that will be happening if they are, working with such great art. They'll definitely add in a great story as well. Optional league, so I guess you don't really need to take the league. It's kind of optional. Choices affecting the story, which is always great. I love seeing this in fan games. A bridging storyline is always awesome. Items instead of HMs. This is actually a lot of fan games lately. A new type of forms, and a new type of Mega Evolution, and more plants. So there's way more things coming to this. They really are busting their asses to make this game, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to go, because honestly, this is one of the coolest ones on this list in terms of like uniqueness, because this is probably the most unique one you'll see on this list, because they're making everything themselves. Like the sprites, the tiles, everything is custom made, and honestly, major props to Light and his group for making this game. It truly is a phenomenal looking project. So that's going to be number 4, I guess. So let's go to number 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 3.
Now, next up is a game that I'm personally very excited for, because I remember when I first found this, I was super excited to play it, but I realized it's still a work in progress, and it's Pokemon Defiance. Now, Pokemon Defiance is a game that honestly has so many features, it's insane. Its art style is Gen 4, and its maps are beautiful. Like, just look at the maps they've created for this. It is seriously one of the coolest things. They have also very unique characters, and they have Delta species Pokemon in this. Now, there are other games with Delta species Pokemon, but they're making their own custom ones here, and I always appreciate that. You know, just extra things are always great. Now, this game has a very interesting, like, set of gameplay. So, you have, like, 3 different campaigns, is what they call them. It's really cool, by the way. And these different ones, they branch out differently. So, we'll go through those, and we'll also go through the kind of, I guess, the other features in the game, because there's a lot of other features as well. So let's go through the quickly just the actual campaigns here. So first up is the Path of Faith. So this essentially, you must follow the stream and learn what lies beyond. Your traditional Pokemon-style adventure, take on the League Challenge while battling alongside plenty of different characters, end the conflict in the rattles of the region. The Path of Hope, sorry. This path emphasizes mission-based gameplay. As you scale the hierarchy, encounters and items are limited. You must earn your Pokemon and gear, experience unseen sides of the world, unravel the mysteries of the world, what else remains unseen. So this is a more of like, I guess a bit more of a exploration type of like route and campaign sort of. Then you have the Path of Knowledge. You act for the sake of discovering the truth. Free reign to explore the world at your own pace. The levels of trainers and Pokemon scale alongside you. HMs are no more. Instead, you are given items to effectively act as replacements. You are tasked with studying the world around you, experimenting, manipulating, and potentially when it's time to make your choice, you choose wisely. Your decisions will have consequences. So there's a lot of things like that. A lot of like, you know, like branching storylines, I guess. The next one, we have unique characters, so they put a lot of time into making their own NPCs in the overworld and like just in general. So they're making a lot of different ones, which is something I gotta give props to, because honestly, there's not many games that end up like making too many custom characters. They only make a few, and then they kind of just like, oh yeah, we'll just leave it there. But these guys are making a bunch of them. They also have custom Mega Evolutions, so they're adding dozens of new Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Defiance, including fan favorites and lesser known species of Pokemon are getting Mega Evolutions like Jumpluff and stuff, and Shiftry's getting one, which I'm really happy about, and Flygon, which is also awesome. So a lot of Pokemon are getting Mega Evolutions in their game, which is great. They have Delta species, as you know, mentioned earlier, and they have a bunch of other features like multiple save files, 8 playable characters you can play as, so 8 different models, 4 male, 4 female, a large detailed region, which I can definitely believe in, because looking at what they've made so far, it's insane. Difficulty modes, easy, normal, hard, you know, different levels of Pokemon in each one of them. XP share like is different between the games. Pokemon followers, so like essentially you can I guess, as far as I understand this, you can like, I guess, have Pokemon following you all the way up to Gen 6, as far as I know. But yeah, so a lot of underground stuff, Sinnoh puzzle type stuff, secret bases, Pokemon World Tournament, Linkstone, changes to older Pokemon, Unreal Time System, player outfits, customized shinies, and plenty more. So this is a game jam-packed with features. That's why I wanted to mention it. So Pokemon Defiance, guys, probably upcoming demo, you know, probably next year as far as I've seen. There is no confirmation yet, but I'm assuming there's going to be a demo then, at least a demo, but we'll see what happens. Either way, let's go to the next one on the list.
Number 2.
Now, next up is a game that I'm very excited for, and I've actually kept on my radar for a long time, and it's Pokemon Millenium. Now, Pokemon Millenium is a game that I am super excited for. They have been putting a lot of time into their like characters and stuff. They've been developing really well-made, you know, protagonists, antagonists, professors, and all these things are just like well put together. They made a decently looking world, and honestly, their art style is beautiful, and their UI, like just seriously, their UI is just phenomenal. Like, they've spent so much time making this UI perfect. and I freaking love it, dude. Like, it is so cool. And you'll see what I mean with these images right here as I'm showing them. So they're working on like making some of the coolest UI I've ever seen. The gameplay looks phenomenally cool. They really spent a lot of time on these things. Like, I gotta say, major props on actually making this. And that probably goes to like both the team who are making the sprites, the scripters, and all these people together, like making this awesome little, you know, concoction of things. Now, as for features, the game does have, you know, a few features like most games have. Pretty straightforward, and I'll go through some of them. The game has various features. Here's just a list explaining what they are. Watch as Pokemon travel alongside you. Yes, Pokemon following you within the game, which is back again. Online support. Join trainers online in multiple various competitions and battles, so you can actually battle people online. And new UIs, so they're making a brand new UI overhaul, which you guys know I love that. Critical capture. Capture Pokemon in one throw with the critical capture system. This has a 1% chance of happening, so that's pretty cool. And it actually increases over specific milestones. That like critical capture actually increases over time. Nuzlocke mode is included, which is awesome. Wonder trading is in it, which I love. Random mode, so randomizer is in it. Pokemon up to Gen 5 or 6, 7. It is a stretch right now. 6 and 7 are a stretch right now, so they have up till Gen 5. They're going to increase it over time, and much more to come. So my favorite part about this has to be the maps and the UI. Like, I'm excited mostly for those things. I want to see how they work out and how they're going to be like. They're also going to have like custom Fakemon and stuff. Originally I thought they were going to go with like just normal Pokemon, but they're also going to be including Fakemon as far as I can see, which I'm really excited about. I love Fakemon, and I've seen their like, you know, behind the scenes stuff that they've been working on, and it looks phenomenal. So definitely a game I would, you know, keep my eye out and keep on my radar. And now let's go to the number 1 on this list.
Number 1.
Now, this is a game that I've been waiting for quite a long time, and it caught my eye a while back, and it's Pokemon Comet. Now, Pokemon Comet is a game that I'm so excited for because it is so phenomenally well put together. Just looking at the art style, it is the Gen 4 art style. The maps are so freaking sick. They're on the same level, like, you know, mapping-wise, as far as I can see, because I haven't seen, like, a lot of these games I have listed here. I take, like, the knowledge from what I see on their posts. But this game, just from looking at the basic images here, it looks amazing. The maps look phenomenal, on the same level as something like Phoenix Rising, which is upcoming later this year as a in a demo. But overall, it is a phenomenal looking game. The screenshots show some of the coolest things ever. Like, it's so cool, dude. They made a really sick like logo as well. Pokemon Comet, like the Comet logo, looks insanely sick. Like, I've never actually seen someone put that much effort into just a single logo for their fan game. Like, this is probably the best fan game logo I've ever seen. No joke, like straight up. I think it is one of the best ones ever, because it's so well put together and so eye-catching. I love it. And just looking at the overworld, man, like, they really put so much effort into making the maps, and I'm so excited for that. Now, as for features, I don't think there has been really too many features listed. There's only just really talking about the heroes who you play as, the starter Pokemon, which I don't know if these are going to be changed, but for now it's Chikorita, Charmander, and Oshawott. I don't know if these are going to be changed. Brand new region with brand new challenges. They have, like, pretty much that's most of the things that I can pretty much see here. There isn't really much else feature-wise. They're really not mentioning anything else. But yeah, I just want to make sure to put this on the number 1 spot because honestly, just the artwork, just looking at the way the game looks, and how much effort they put into just the style of the game, that is enough to get me hyped up, because I think it looks insanely cool, and they really put some effort into it. But all these games on this list are just phenomenal. I'm excited for all of them, and that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, then make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe for future videos. As per usual, my name's been Ruffled Rallet, and I'll catch you all the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.